it up. It's the Record Machine with your host, Jimi Holl.
Let them see you're strong. Let them see you're willing to keep going. Let them see your power comes from somewhere they can't fathom. Let them see you smile when a tear might serve you better. The road is long. Let them see you're strong. Let them see your burn. Let them know they can't put out your passion. Let them see your fire comes from a calling that's forever. Let them see you fly when falling comes so easy. It's how you learn. So let them see you burn. The darkest night can't hide the smallest flame. Oh, and darling, there's only one candle with your name. So let them see your light. Let them see how God just keeps you shining. Let them see your best, even when you don't feel like trying. Let them see a star. You're a star that was born to be a beacon, shining bright. So let them see your light.
Ladies and gentlemen, singer-songwriter Tia McGraff is on the program.
Hi, it's Tia McGraff calling. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, Michael, he sent me over your press kit a couple of weeks ago, and I really love the new CD. It's great.
Thank you, sir. We're getting a lot of good things going on with it right now, and I think Let 'Em See You're Strong is very timely with what's going on.
That has to do with the Me Too movement?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty timely. We wrote it, it'd be a year ago. Our friend Devin O'Day we were down in Nashville visiting her, and she had the idea started and asked us if we would help her finish it. And so the three of us sat up one night and just finished the song. And Tommy and I came home and listened to the work tape and thought, man, this is really cool. So we called up, went back down to Nashville, and we called up Catherine Marks, who's Reba's piano player. Mm-hmm. And we went over to Catherine's studio and recorded it there, and then came home and then added Colin Linden on it to play electric guitar. And when we were finished the track, we thought, this is just it kind of directed the album. In fact, we had to go back and drop some other songs from the album that we had planned on putting on, and then write some new ones to kind of fill in. And when we released it, all of a sudden we started getting these calls, and ladies empowerment groups, Me Too movements wanting to know if they could use it for theme songs, if they could play it on their show, just everything. So it's been pretty amazing, the response. And we even just got back from the UK, and we were playing it live there, and we had everyone. I mean, men, women, children even coming up and saying how much it inspired them and meant a lot to them. I think in this day and age, it could be anything from bullying at school to, some kind of personal issues, or even a disease, cancer or something that you're trying to get through.
Absolutely.
That it inspires.
Let them see you're strong, hashtag let them see you're strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
let them, and strong's a noun, and this just, so people will say, oh, you've spelt your wrong. It's, and I'm like, no, strong is the noun. And so it's let them see you're strong, let them see your burn, let them see your light. And those are the 3 verses in it. And yeah, like you said, I think it's just an incredible slogan. Yeah,
I mean, you could have a T-shirt up with a hashtag let them see you're strong, and, the whole Me Too movement. I mean, it's perfect. It's brilliant, actually. And
thank you. Thank you.
And when people see that, like you said, it could mean anything. Not just it could be about bullying. It could be about sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it can be interpreted either way. But nonetheless, it's getting the message across, and that's what you're trying to do, of course. And I
absolutely.
I think the song is brilliant. Yeah. I love it. And
thank you, Jimmy. I'll share that with Devin. I'll make sure Devin hears that too, that you said that.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a cover song from the band COVID. What made you choose that?
Well, that's most of the songs that I record on my albums are songs that we've written. And this one was a song that I learned when I was a little girl in choir. And it always just stuck with me. And then one day, Tommy, we were selecting songs for the album, and Tommy said, One Tin Soldier might be really cool right now. Let's try a remake of that. Let's just see what we can do, rearranging it. And so we did. We sat down and rearranged it, and it was one of those tracks that we recorded it, and we weren't really sure. But then, like Let's See You're Strong, the whole album kind of. It was kind of like a central point, and so everything kind of revolved around that and evolved around those 2 songs, and so something really, really cool. We just got back, like I mentioned, from the UK, and while we were over there, there was a particular venue that wanted to honor the Canadian soldiers who fought with the British during World War I. Of course, this is the 100-year anniversary of World War I,
mm-hmm.
and so they did this whole thing, and we read in Flanders Fields, and they did an honorary thing, and we planted a maple tree. And then when Tommy and I started into our concert, we just segued right into One Tin Soldier. And it's about peace, peace on earth and everything. And it was just so beautiful. I mean, people were crying, and it was just amazing. So these songs on this album really directed the album where it was to go, and it's got a bigger thing than Tommy and me. We know that now. We can see that it's got a purpose in the universe.
Yeah, I remember that song. I used to do a 70s show on Saturday nights back in the 90s, and I used to play that song once in a while. So when I heard it, I was like, wow, they're bringing it back. I think that's pretty cool, And
of course, from the old movie Ode to Billy Jack, right, which was an incredible movie. So
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you do a lot of cover songs when you're live too, or just all your original material?
Tommy and I, we pride ourselves on singer-songwriters. That's our show. We go out and most of our shows are as an acoustic duo, singer-songwriter,
mm-hmm.
And we tell the stories behind the songs. But in every set, we like to have one cover song, one chosen cover song, and we do that for a reason. We try to tie it in with our theme for that set,
mm-hmm.
Or it's something we like to do. I just fell in love with Eva Cassidy's version of Imagine and Fields of Gold, so we like to do those.
Okay.
Yeah. And the cool thing about what we do is we have such a diverse fan base in age and everything. Like we've been over to the UK playing 13 times, and so a lot of times we'll go back to the same venue and watch it grow and we like going into, like, we'll play London and things, but we like going into smaller communities.
That's great.
Took my children's, and so this time we took my children's book, Jake the Road Dog, and so we did a book reading at the school, the primary school, in the afternoon at one of these villages. And then that evening, we did a concert, and it was a family-style concert. So one father came up to me, and he had his little girl with him, and she had bought the book, and and he said, I just want to thank you guys for coming into our village and bringing this quality of concert. I couldn't take my kids to London, to see a show like this, but you come to us. And it was there that I realized, wow, that's really neat, that because our, kids aren't getting music in school like we probably did, when we were kids. And so for us to be able to take that and stories and tie them together and inspire a family, get them off the internet for the night, and get families out together, I just thought, wow, that's so neat that we're able to do that.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, my teacher, she used to have sing time every day, and we would sing folk songs. I'm 48 years old, and I still remember that because I guess it kind of made an impact on my life. You know what I mean? She was an older woman, but she would break out a guitar and she would sing like "This Land Is Your Land," and she would sing "Doe a Deer," all these old songs.
I know.
And all the kids were engaged in it and they were enjoying it. But I mean, today it's like you got to get the darn phone out of their hands. They just don't.
Exactly.
They don't want to pay attention to nothing. Adults are a lot of adults are the same way too. I mean, I walk into a gas station to buy a cup of coffee, and the cashier's standing there on his phone. He's not even paying attention to me. I'm like, I'm here. I want to pay for my coffee and get my lottery, but it's people. It's a shame people are not as engaged as they were, back in the day. And I think it's great that you and your husband are doing that. And I wanted to ask you about that. Your bio says you're an author. What made you decide to write a book?
Well, when I was growing up, I was just so inspired. But I guess I love stories, and that's why, when I'm writing my songs, I like writing the lyrics and writing the story. And growing up, I just loved the Laura Ingalls Wilder series, Little House on the Prairie, and how exciting it was when we lived in a little country town up here in Ontario. And so my mom took me, it was called a bookmobile, and my mom was a school teacher. And so I remember she took us one night to the bookmobile, and it was literally a trailer, a library. And so I remember, going into this little bookmobile and picking out this book about a pioneer girl named Laura, and I took it home and read it. And then I put two and two together that it was Laura Ingalls Wilder was the Laura in the book, and it was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. And then I read the whole series, and then I wrote my speech on it, and I always thought, wouldn't it be neat to write a children's book that kind of was the author talking, third person type thing. So we rescued Jake, our husky Australian Shepherd, in Nashville at the animal shelter, and he's been on the road with us everywhere. And again, I thought, wow, to tie in story and music. And so it's the story of a traveling musician only through the road dog's eyes, Jake's eyes. And so the lessons he learns, the friendships he makes, finding the song in your heart. And then I put in a CD, 3 songs that we've written. And when we go to the book signings, in book readings, we get the students to sing along with one of the songs. It's called Two Wolves, about Cherokee legend, right? And so they do the Native American chant with us at the end, and it's really cool. And So that's what I wanted to do, was to share and tie in again story and songs and introduce it to a whole new generation of students and children.
That's great. And you know what? Christmas is not that far away. So folks, if you have children and you want them to read a good book, definitely check out this book, Jake the Road Dog, right? That's
right. They can order it through our website, which is Tia McGraff.com. It's TIAMCGRAFF, as in Frank.com. And order directly through me, and I'll even sign it for whomever you want. And Jake's got his little potograph. It's a little stamp that says Jake on it, a paw print.
That's cool.
So I can put in it.
And let's not forget, folks, too, they also have you have a Christmas album as well, right? Listen, It's Christmas?
Yes, we do. And we have that, and we have our Crazy Beautiful CD, which is a beautiful CD for this one, and which you can check out our video, Crazy Beautiful, which is just reached semifinals in a international film competition out in LA. So that's on there. You can watch that video. And then, of course, we have our Stubborn My Blood, my new CD that you can order online as well.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you calling in to you today. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Jimmy. And thank you so much for your support and for getting our message out there. We really appreciate it. And hopefully everyone has a beautiful day, and talk to you down the road.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Listen, children, to a story that was written long ago about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folk below. On the mountain was a treasure buried deep beneath a stone, and the valley people swore they'd have it for their very own. So the people of the valley sent a message up the hill.